welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Louisville Cardinals. This game is David Hall and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll go to the counter play. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. Cover guys do their job, and they get it stopped at the 22-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
Notre Dame, one of those programs every year that's known for pumping out NFL talent. Zach Martin, Quentin Nelson, Joe, all of these guys year in, year out, they just roll them through. You know with Notre Dame, David, when you're going to play them, you're going to have to stop the run. And that's going to be a tough task considering the road graders they've got.
Road graders who like to do the dirty. That's what I've always seen and admired about Notre Dame. It's those physical guys that are tough. And you go through the locker room and all those names you talked about, and it's a lineage, it's a pride. They talk to each other. When one's in the NFL and the other one's back in college, Notre Dame takes a lot of pride in that offensive line history.
Now he's trying to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just smothered on the play. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Throwing, Imaliama. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Imaliama to throw for it on 4th. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Look out! Turns it upfield. Turning it on! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Mobley. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Play action. Imaliama. Under pressure. Maybe some room here. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the return, it's Jennings. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The snap sets up the throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, he put his team in great position. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Iamaleava. Caught. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking for the score. And complete. He was going for the touchdown.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This time it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal. I mentioned the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the quarterback is knocked out back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going to ride this running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
He's there to make the stop. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Imaliava. Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Third and trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quick give. It's Mobley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're all over him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's over, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Iamaleava. He's got him this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
A designed run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He's changing the play. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Tells to run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's second and 4. They'll give it to Brown. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go work on first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side is Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still with a little ground cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking left. It's complete. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Makes a man miss.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven, flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go to.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that goal? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Notre Dame has made this second down way much more difficult after going backwards. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped by the defense, makes up some of that ground they lost, but it'll still be third down and the clock's running. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Throwing, Iamaleava. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at 40. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Saying in the gun on third down. Right side, it's Alexander. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. It's inside. It's Mobley. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. We check in with Holly Rose.
Guys, they're caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame right back to the line. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45.
In a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Out wide right, it's Alexander. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in the right way.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but he couldn't do it yet.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Look out! And it's a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
In the backfield, it's Hughes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A give to Brown. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formation. formations, it might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can. This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the gun, it's Mobley. Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Play fake, Iamaleava. And he gets rid of it.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting the defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Making the adjustment. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Finds his big tight end. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Shoots it to the left. It's picked up. They're moving the drive with a turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Iamaleava. Grab behind the line. It's Mobley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. And And the returner will be dragged down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Sends it back in motion. Fires quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Throwing right. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Hand off for Brown. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Offense gets set for second down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to pass. Rushes on. Makes a connection. And to the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
I love the decision making by the quarterback. Going to his go-to receiver in that situation, the game of defense. You got to know that's the guy that he is looking for.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They still have work to do. Trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. You got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Jennings. And the returner will be brought down. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come out and they are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. The run inside. It's Mobley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Let it go! Imaliava on the play action. Moving to his left. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Sells to fake. Rolls right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man. Yeah,
and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving forward.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Here's Imaliava to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to pass. It's Imaliava. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just total domination.